Hey, what's going on? Smoking with Scruggs here. Today I'm going to try my hand at chili again. Last time I made chili I really didn't do a very good job of it. And this time I'm going to try a white bean chili. And I'm using turkey sausage as my protein for it. I wanted to do chicken, but just didn't turn out that way. So this is what we're going with. Stick around. So I'll put the ingredients in the description as always. We got some Great Northern beans, some garlic, we got some green chili, some chicken broth, large onion. I got some salt, and this is seasoned salt. It's got a bunch of different stuff in it. It's Virginia made. It doesn't have everything that's on it in the back, but I like this a whole lot. That's what we're going with. Some smoked paprika, can of corn, some Poppi's today. Got some chili powder and some chicken seasoning, some liquid smoke, some onion powder, some ground cumin, some red pepper flakes, and we're going with the old smoked sausage. Now, a little story behind this. This is supposed to be smoked on the grill. I was supposed to do this a couple of weeks ago and it didn't turn out that way. So this is not going to be cooked on the grill. I'm just going to cook this in the pot. This is already cooked, by the way. It's fully cooked, so we're just going to cut it up in slices and we're going to have some turkey sausage chili. So stick around. So I'm going to take a little olive oil and turn this burner on. Turn this burner on to about medium. A little olive oil in the bottom of the pan, or saucepan, pot, whatever you want to call it. I got the big pot out today. Also had a couple of green peppers that were starting to go bad that a friend gave me, so I chopped those up too. I'm going to put those in here also, along with that large onion, and they just kind of got a rough dice on them. My knifing skills are not all that great, but it's enough for the average person. And we're just going to cook these a little bit until they become fragrant. I'm going to crank his heat up a little bit more here. Alright, it's starting to become a little fragrant there, so we want to throw in our 3 tablespoons. I'm just going to dump this out here. Approximately of minced garlic. Never hurts to have a little bit of extra garlic, in my opinion. I'm going to stir this around a little bit. You don't really want to cook this. We just want it to become a little translucent and soften all these up. Add our chicken broth. Calls for this whole container, but I'm going to go with half of this container. I'm just kind of measuring this by feel. I kind of want this to be thick. I don't want it to be runny, and then we can add more to that later if we want. I'm going to crank the heat up on high. We're going to bring this to a simmer. And now we're going to add a teaspoon of this salt. You can add pepper if you want. I'm not adding pepper. Teaspoon or a little bit more smoked paprika. Teaspoon of onion powder. I know we have the onion in it, but just to kind of give it a little extra kick. Teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Like I say, these aren't exact by any means, but close enough. Teaspoon of ground cumin. And we'll turn this down a little bit. Man, she's starting to come to a boil. Let me give this a stir real quick. One tablespoon of Poppi's chicken seasoning. One tablespoon, a little bit more than a tablespoon, Poppi's chili powder. Now, because I did not smoke this meat on the grill, I want to go with a tablespoon liquid smoke. We will stir this up again. We're just letting this simmer, bringing all this together. Two little cans. They are 14 ounces of green diced chilies. I'm going to put in our cut up. I didn't slice these. Cut up sausage. I didn't slice them. Cut them in half lengthwise, and then I sliced them in length. Now we're going to bring this to a. I wanted that to stay to a boil, but I'll bring it back up to a boil now. So I'm going to add 2 cans with the juice. And they're just great northern beans. You use whatever kind of beans you want. And this last one, this last can, I'm just going to drain. I'm going to save the beans because I'm going to mash them up at least about a half a can anyway. Let's get this stirred all up. I don't know, you know, I might not mash them. I think I'll mash half a can. This corn is drained, 1 can. So I'm going to take half of these beans and mash them up. The other half I'm going to go ahead and pour in. And we're just going to take these and we're just going to mash them like this with a spoon or fork. And this is just supposed to thicken it up a little bit. I think a fork's going to be better. Yeah, fork's a whole lot better. We're just going to mash them up like this until like a little paste. And we're just going to incorporate this right in there. And this is just supposed to thicken it up a little. Now at this point also, I have seen where some people, and I think this would add a really good texture to it, but I'm going to wait and do this. They say to actually, I've seen some people in recipes that I looked at, where they take this mash and they also add tortilla shells or like Tostitos. And they put it in a blender and they mash it up in a blender. But I'm going to add the tortillas to mine when I serve it. Yeah, it sure does look good. I'm going to tell you what, it smells amazing. I don't think I'm going to add any more chicken broth to this. We're just going to set this here and just let it cook for a little bit. Oh, look what I found. This is the last little bit of my dried habanero that I grew. And you know where that's going? Yeah. We're going to kick this up a notch, folks. Right on in the pot. I don't know, that was probably half a teaspoon. It probably isn't going to do much, but I just happened to see it laying on my counter. Well, I'll tell you what, that sure does look good. Now, if you wanted to add anything else to this, you could add, you know, some tomatoes or something like that. I chose not to. Well, at this point anyway, I did buy a can, and I was going to add this to it, but I don't think I am. I love okra, and I might add this to this later on as a second, you know, just to add in, because I'm not going to eat all that in one setting. I might add this to it later, but for right now we're just going with simple and quick, which I mean, all you have to do is just pour it in there, and it would probably add some extra flavor to it. But some people might like okra, and some people don't like tomatoes in their chili. This is all for me though. My wife ain't gonna eat this, I can tell you that now. It looks really good. I'm just gonna get a little taste here. Might burn my mouth just to see if it needs anything else. Actually, that's got a lot of flavor to it. Man, that's some kind of good. You can definitely taste the spice in it. Got some chili to it. Yeah, this is gonna be good. I can see it already. So we're just gonna let this simmer. probably for about 10 minutes. And we'll let it cool down. See what it tastes like. It sure does look good though. Look at that. So I just spooned me out a little there. I'll tell you what, it sure does look good. And I'm going to add just a little shredded cheese to mine. You can add whatever you want. I meant to get me some olives because I love olives, but I forgot them. A little sour cream would be really good. Just for a little crunch, I got me some Tostitos here, just right out the bag. Let's go. Crush them up, stick them right in there. That sure does look good. Yes, it's hot, it's steam on, but I'm gonna tell you what, I'm like hungry. Golly, that looks good. You know what? Just for a little bit, I'm going to add a little cracked pepper. Alright, let's give this a try, folks. It's getting to be that time of year, starting to cool down. Get you a nice little bowl. Nice little bowl of chili, cheese. This is so good. It's thick. I like the crunch that the Tostitos give to it. It's spicy. I can taste that chili powder and the garlic, the onions, the green peppers add a little bit. This is really good. This is super good. This is another really good dish. The more you eat it, the more of that little spice you get. It's not overpowering. The heat isn't. I could probably add a little, for my taste, add a little hot sauce to it. But overall, this is delicious. Definitely give this a try. You could add chicken, shredded chicken to it. I just wanted to try it with some turkey sausage, which is very flavorful. I think simmering that chicken, I can't stop. Simmering that, not chicken. Simmering that turkey sausage. before adding the beans and everything. Really, I think that turkey sauce just soaked up a little flavor. That was great. Quick, easy. Give it a try. The only thing I would add, think about it, I would either smoke this sausage on the grill or add more liquid smoke. It's not smoky enough. So you couldn't call it smoked chili. But overall, it's great. Thanks for watching. Keep on smoking. Definitely a thumbs up. Appreciate it.